Okay, shooting another COVID log. I believe this is the 25th video I have made. It is 8:23 p.m. April 19th. Start off with the deaths and cases so far. World deaths have reached 165,000. World cases were at 2.4 million. So, yeah, that's, I think, 100,000 new cases just from yesterday around the world. U.S. deaths passed a grim milestone at 40,548 cases. 764,303, so we passed that 750,000 mark. No doubt we will see 1 million. New York deaths, 18,298. Cases are at 247,215, so almost 250,000 there. My county deaths are still at 11. I was surprised by that. We've had a pretty big jump in cases for the past few days now, which has been consistent for the past few days. So I'm hoping maybe we're at our apex here upstate. Again, we jumped 7 cases. We're at 118 now. We have 103 under mandatory quarantine. That number is usually around 85, but it's been at 100 before. So it's hard to really say if that will result in hospitalizations or deaths. So we had a little jump in the deaths here in New York. Yesterday there were 627. The previous day they were at 540, which was really good, sad to say, because we hadn't seen deaths in the 500s for a long time. They've been in the 700s. So it was good to see that. 627 wasn't really too worried about. It's just a small jump from the day before. We've been holding under 700 for a week or so now, so we are definitely on the downside, which is good. It's terrible that so many people every day are dying, but the numbers are going down. I made a mistake in the last video I recorded, my bad. I said we were at day 48. We were actually at day 49. So today we're at day 50 in this outbreak. And that is 50 days since the first coronavirus death in the U.S. Obviously it was here before that. Can't say how long, you can only go by the actual death. So a few good things. My stimulus check from the government's being mailed out to me on the 24th. That's good. The small business loan program I had mentioned in my previous video was dried up. There was completely no money left for these people. Congress has been holding sessions, and they were pretty sure either today or tomorrow they're reaching a new deal where there would be more money going out to small business owners. So that was good to hear. Let's see, as I mentioned before, the trend we're seeing has been declining as far as hospitalizations, intubations, things like that. 1,300 people were hospitalized yesterday, and that is terrible. I mean, that's a lot of people, but we have been at about 2,000 people per day. So 1,300, I mean, that's 700 less people. Um, so that looks good. There have been spreads out of New York City to upstate New York, where I am, a little bit south to Long Island. They've jumped on those. They've put out those little hot spots, so that's good. Another good thing is New York is going to start antibody testing within the week. We have it. They're going to start doing it. We really want the diagnostic test, which says whether or not you are sick from COVID-19 currently and could pass it on to others. The antibody test says you had COVID-19 and are now recovered and have the antibodies from it. That's good because those people are now immune. They can go to work. We still need the federal funding for that diagnostic test. We also need it for state and local governments. Everybody's been asking for that. Every state, the federal government hasn't done it yet. I think we're going to see it in the next stimulus package, because that affects schools, fire departments, EMS workers, all that kind of stuff on the state and local level, police departments, all that. So another thing that they have found is the drug they're using to treat the virus is hydroxychloroquine. And what they're finding is that it has extreme side effects. I'm glad they used it because these are people who would have otherwise died, and that's a certainty. So there was nothing else left anyway, no other option. But they're saying it's had like mental and psychiatric side effects. I'm not really sure on the details of that. I'm not sure if it is like a lower in or a decrease in IQ, or I know they've interviewed some people who've had it, and they said during the time they were administered it, they were like hallucinating and stuff. So I'm not sure what exactly the problem is, but they are saying it does have side effects. But again, these people would have died without it. My last note here is that I haven't mentioned this throughout all these videos I've been doing. The people that are in the hospital with COVID-19, obviously they have to keep them isolated. No visitors, no family, nothing. These people are going through this whole entire thing alone. That's happening now. It's been happening since the beginning. It's understandable. I mean, these people have to be severely, intensely quarantined. But it is sad that they go through the entire thing alone. The family is only allowed to be there for that loved one when they are actually dying. They get to see them just before they die. Which I'm glad they make an exception for that, but otherwise it's just sad. So a couple negative things here, but honestly, the things that I've found out today are mostly on the upside. So yeah, I can't say it's been a great day. No, this is all horrible, but things are trending for the better. So keep Keep our fingers crossed.